Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Thursday, August 8th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Stolen valor, abortion up, concert canceled, and Costco crackdown. It's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Tim Walz, ton of stories coming out about him now. He said at an event recently, we can make sure that those weapons of war that I carried in war is the only place where those weapons are at, talking about assault weapons. Well, the group Guardians of Valor, which monitor stolen valor accusations, have determined that Governor Walz's service record indicates that he did not deploy to a combat zone. He was stationed in Italy to support combat operations, and no evidence to suggest that he carried a weapon of war in war, as stated in that video. The Minnesota Army National Guard said he retired at E7, but his official website says he retired at E9. Walz also signed a bill in Minnesota that allows abortion up to 9 months, up to birth. Well, he'll be happy about this. Since Roe was overturned, U.S. abortion numbers have increased. A group that supports abortion said one of the major reasons is in Democratic-controlled states, they enacted laws to allow doctors to use telemedicine to see patients to get around abortion bans. The survey found that the number of abortions fell to nearly zero in states that ban abortions in all stages of pregnancy, and for the states that ban abortion at 6 weeks, the number of abortions fell in half. So abortion bans save lives. This is the first time that Taylor Swift has ever been mentioned here, but 3 of her concerts have been canceled in Vienna after Austrian authorities arrested 2 suspects in connection with a potential terrorist attack. The promoter of the concert said, with confirmation from government officials of a planned terrorist attack at the stadium, we have no choice but to cancel the 3 scheduled shows for everyone's safety. A 19-year-old Austrian citizen who police say is a sympathizer with ISIS was arrested just before another person was arrested. No details on that other person. Police also say that chemical substances were found at the home of the 19-year-old. Costco is cracking down on people sharing their membership. So instead of just flashing a card to the person at the door, they're going to have membership card scanners at the door, and you need to have your membership and a valid ID. Tighter restrictions than we have in America to vote. Olympic medal count, USA in the lead with 27 gold. China has 25, Australia with 18, and total medals, France with 51, China with 65. And the good old US of A with 94. I'm Mike Slater, Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Thursday, the presidential vote just became more fascinating, with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz hopping aboard the Kamala Express. The governor is a patriot with his military and teaching service, but a far, far left guy, you can be both, who is perfectly compatible with this semi-socialistic Kamala. 2 peas in a pod, reunited, and it feels so good. One wonders what Peaches and Herb would think of this political duo. So let's do a fact check. Amnesty for undocumented migrants? Yes, yes, yes. And they both want the taxpayers to pick up health care and education costs. Sanctuary states? Of course. Reimagining the police? Let's do it. Abortion for any reason up until birth. Why not? Socialized medicine, wealth tax, green new, old, and intermediate deals all day long. Packing the Supreme Court, no question. We've got to do that. Self-protection using a gun? No way. Can't do that. Trans men versus biological women in sports. Just do it, as Nike opines. If Americans support the Harris-Walz ticket, they will be voting to destroy American tradition. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Okay, let's go right to the mail. We got Frank Rossetti from Uxbridge, Massachusetts. Bill, please explain how Kamala Harris has reversed policies on most of the Biden administration, but still is sitting vice president, supposedly representing the current governing body. She's entitled to her opinion. She's not vice president anymore. She's a candidate now. So yeah, she's reversing herself all over the place, trying to get votes, but that's normal. Nobody imposes anything on candidates. Michael Stevens, Homer Glen, Illinois. Is it safe to assume that Michelle Obama will not show up at the DNC and announce she is running? Yes, I believe that. Michael, that is safe to assume. Alex Oliveria, Cairo Montanate, Italy. I think I got that right. Cairo Montanate, Italy. O'Reilly, I followed you since Fox days, and I reside in northern Italy. I follow you on YouTube. By the way, BillO'Reilly.com is not accessible in Italy. We know that. We are working on that. Some European countries block us, but they can't block YouTube. All right, my question is, when the Trump sentencing arrives, wouldn't a jail sentence secure a win for the Harris campaign? There's not going to be any prison time for Donald Trump. In fact, I think the sentencing will be delayed until after the vote. I think that the feds will step in if there's any kind of trying to manipulate this in the election process. I believe I will be borne out, Alex, and thank you. Northern Italy is beautiful. Love it there. Thank you for watching me. In a moment, something you might not know. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 61 years ago today, one of the most infamous heists of all time shocked the city of London and indeed the entire country. In total, gangsters stole millions of British pounds in cash. Here's the story of the Great Train Robbery. In the early 20th century, the United Kingdom began dispersing paper money, pounds, to regional banks using trains operated by the Royal Mail. The most lucrative line was the route between London and Glasgow, Scotland. In the early morning of August 8th, 1963, robbers rigged a false red light near a bridge called Sears Crossing. When the locomotive stopped, 15 masked men boarded the train with guns. The crew was led by Bruce Reynolds, a notorious London gangster. The robbers beat the driver with a pipe, then forced him to switch tracks. Train was diverted to an abandoned depot. There, the criminals transferred 120 bags of money into 3 waiting cars. The physical weight of the cash was 2.5 tons. In total, the gang made off with 7 million British pounds, the modern equivalent of $61 million. After escaping the scene, the robbers fled to an English farmhouse. Using evidence from the robbery and a description of the men's voices, police were able to track down 12 of the 15 suspects in the weeks to come. The leader, Reynolds, spent 5 years on the run. He was arrested in '69 and released from prison 9 years later. None of the robbers spent more than 13 years in prison. And here's something else you might not know. The gang's downfall was brought about by a board game. When hiding at that farmhouse, the crew passed the time by playing Monopoly. When the police finally raided the property, they used the board game to obtain dozens of fingerprints. Despite the arrests, the whereabouts of the cash remain a mystery to this day. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.